morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day in the market. I hope that you guys are excited. We have some interesting news coming out in the pre-market here that we definitely have to cover. We have a very, very interesting week ahead here. I believe the market is closed on Friday, and that's also when they're going to be releasing the most important data point of this week, which is going to be the PCE report or the PCE price index data, the Fed's preferred metric of inflation. So that is going to be very interesting heading into next Monday. We have a couple announcements on some scheduling things. You guys know I got to kind of go around, travel a little bit for some personal stuff. We're only going to be missing one day, and it's not this week. So again, team, it is that time of day over here. Make sure you guys are saying good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys want to say good morning to me as well, I'd love to receive some good mornings. Let's do a little bit of a roll call. Let's get into it here. Go over what we need to do and cover in the pre-market. Go over some tickers, some things that I'm looking for here, and then wait around until market open. So let's see who we got here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Tor, check Tuesday. What's up, buddy? Daily Taylor, Michael, Brozio, Dr. Bob, Borg, Rogue, Christian, Starsky, All Function, Jay, Eddie, Cassandra. Good morning, everybody. Corsi, DJT is ripping. I saw that. Romeo, Michael, what is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good morning here, ready for another fun day in the market. And as always, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way in, helps out a whole lot getting these streams out to some more people. That's all I ask for around here. We do have that 150 like threshold. If you guys do want to extend the stream until 11 today, if you guys hit it, we'll extend the stream. If not, we'll end at our normal time. Caesar, good morning, man. Michael, I don't know if I saw you. Skindo, what's up, man? How you doing? That's a unique name. All right, so what's coming out this morning? So we had, I believe, some manufacturing data, but the real news that's moving around the market here is Apple. So Apple, China iPhone shipments fell about 33% in February. So you can see in the pre-market, Tesla's actually having a morning over here. That could be interesting if Tesla starts to shift trend a little bit. It'll be an internal trend shift like we were talking about with you guys in the mastermind, but it'll definitely be something that we want to pay attention to. Apple over here, I mean, it is coming back up after this. Market chatter, Apple iPhone, China shipments dropped by about 33% in February, government data show. I mean, obviously that's not going to be very good for Apple in terms of their overall business model. Then we have Twilio still looking pretty decent here. Kava looking real dangerous to the upside here. So if this thing wants to break some of these upside levels here at 69.20, this thing could get some fireworks on another round of all-time high breakout price discovery. RKT, you guys kind of know the deal with this one. I might end up taking a little bit off of it today. The reason being is I am under the assumption that RKT is actually setting up another trade here. I think we're going to see a very similar move to RKT that we saw back here when it made its really, really big move. So if you guys had traded this initial one with shares, nothing you really need to do. But what I think is going to happen, and again, I could be wrong. It's very possible that I am. I kind of want to take and realize a little bit more of the gains that I already have on the table with this thing, to then be able to set up for the next trade where that first target is going to be up here at 15.19. Now, I'm still going to leave some on the table just in case we end up making that move up to this level and we don't end up getting that nice little period of consolidation. But especially with options, even though these have a little bit of time on them, within 30 days to expiration, fade is always going to be coming to get you. So we were talking about that a little bit this week where I kind of was expecting RKT to basically do something like this, where you get that nice initial pop, you consolidate, and then you continue back to the upside. So I was kind of hoping we were going to be able to do this after I was able to take off basically all, if not, or most of the position back up in here. But this price action that we're seeing over the last 2 days, I kind of think it wants to consolidate a little. It tried to make an attempt at that upside level yesterday. It couldn't get through. So yeah, I mean, still, even if that position went to zero right now, I'd still have made money on the entire trade. But I think it would be a little bit smarter to take a little bit off here and then continue to either hold hold the remainder of that position and then hunt for the next move to the upside there. Does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense? Like kind of what I'm doing. And that's what we've been talking about a lot in the mastermind with you guys, that trade-off between shares and options. I decided to get a little bit more time to expiration on these RKTs. for that exact reason. So I can kind of play both sides here and scale out a little, wait around for the next trade. But with shares, if you guys took it on shares, there's nothing you need to do. Breakout above this level here at 1267. It's currently trading in the 14s. Absolutely picture perfect trade there. I know Tor's been just killing it with the swing trading strategy on crypto. I mean, I kind of do a little bit of both in here. Like, again, there's like no money in this account. I just kind of threw it like $1,000 in just to play around with the broker, like the Coinbase Advanced, just to see. So what I might do, trying to think of how I want to do this, because there are some coins that I just kind of want to hold. I've really never owned a lot of crypto. So, and maybe this is a top signal for some of you guys, but who cares? But if you look at like overall like altcoin market cap, I mean, you can trade them. I just think it would be, I think it might just be in like, I don't know, my best interest to just buy stuff that looks not completely terrible and then hold it. So we'll see. That's kind of what I've transitioned it to, but not really. Like there are some in there, like SU, like it's called, I think it's Suku, SUKU. That one's up a decent amount for me. And then AVAX I have at, what's the average entry I have on AVAX? Like 51.89. That's not bad. 100% managing plays like this is when I'm learning better. Still have a couple of contracts kicking around. Trade is free regardless. Yeah, exactly. And you guys will, again, those of you guys that have hopped into Swing Kings, once we hit those first take profits and you're trading options, you can make the position free 99% of the time. It's just a matter of how much of the position that you want to sell. What I've actually been doing is I've been selling a little bit less of the overall initial position, still able to make it free, but then leaving more on the table to be able to further capitalize on the gains. Question about the courses. Can you rewatch them whenever? Yes. So all the courses you guys have access to forever. Same thing with the mastermind. So I still, again, guys, remember I've been running around doing a lot of like, I have all of the video files saved. I just have to get around to uploading those video files into Teachable for you guys. But if you go into the mastermind section of Teachable, the links to the actual YouTube streams are there. So you guys can click those, copy them into your browser, and then go and rewatch the streams there too. It's just the videos aren't in there yet, but you guys all have access to the links. They're also in your emails as well. So yeah, you can rewatch them whenever. Kava, I mean, this thing's looking dangerous up at these highs. I mean, in a good way. Twilio's an interesting one. I mean, if you look at this on the weekly look looks pretty awful, honestly. There's no trend shift. I mean, you had this big drop on earnings. You could get a nice move to the upside here. But the daily doesn't look bad. You have that internal trend shift, which we were talking about with you guys in the mastermind. How's TLT doing this morning? Nothing. Yields aren't really doing anything here. ES, after that Apple news, sold off with Apple, hasn't come back up yet. How's Apple doing? I mean, it's only down 44 cents, but I would guess that this thing was up a lot more in the pre-market and then sold off. Yeah, it was. So it was trading at what, 171.33. So it's down about $1 from where it was in the pre-market. Do I trade gold? No, I trade futures, stocks, and options. Been cool trading coins and transferring profits into things I want to hold long-term. Swing strategy is funding long-term holdings. Pretty cool. That's awesome, Tor. And also I do kind of trade a little crypto. Is there any way to share the PowerPoint slides from the mastermind? Yes, I can do that too. So here's what we're probably going to do. I got to get through this week. And then I'm actually going to be in Florida for a couple of days. So little announcement, no stream next Monday. But then we'll be back Tuesday. And then next week, I'm going to try to upload everything for you guys. So that like from what we've done up until now, you guys will have all the videos, all the PowerPoints, everything. So yeah, there you go. But again, team, keep smacking that like on the way in. We are going to have another great day over here. So Tesla is actually looking interesting. Tesla has my attention. If Tessie wants to break up in here and consolidate again, I mean, there's going to be two setups on it. There's going to be potentially this break to like this right here. This was on the swings list for a break above basically like 205.50, 206. It ended up breaking down. But if you look at this on the weekly, it does like this is just textbook wants to drop. So you could get another very similar situation with Tesla where it's a 50-50 move and whichever way it breaks is probably the way it's going to continue. Let's see. You guys are crushing the like button, though. I appreciate that. Reddit has options now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You guys are going to get D-Jenny over here, I see. Tesla's going to struggle to break 179, 180. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think it's going to I would expect this thing to pop up, consolidate, unless you see another day like this where it just like pops and then just gets annihilated coming back to the downside, which is possible. Who knows though? This market's a little iffy right now. You were up like what, 20 something points in the pre-market at one point, and then that Apple news really did not help. It was a little bit of the other data as well, but it was mainly what was happening with the Apple news that they're what was it? Was it phone product? I think it was production. I don't think it was sales. I think it was production. Shipments dropped by about 33%. Yeah, I'm not guys. You guys know me. I don't touch IPOs until like a month or two after. I just don't, they're not of interest to me. I think it's up though. So maybe this is the one IPO in the last 2 years that I'm incorrect on. Okay, cool. If you look at the long-term performance of just buying IPOs, you get hammered. So, yeah. Also, those of you guys in the day trading mastery course, there was a nasty ES trade there for you yesterday too. I believe it was either almost a double TP or it was a double TP. Where's the entry on it? I think it was here. No, that's not correct. Is it here? Yeah, it's here. No, that's a double TP. Oh, no. That was yeah, so you just got barely down there at the end of the day. So you would have closed down in here, but that's still a dirty trade. You're basically short from up here, 53.03, all the way down to 52.91. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's 100% on an ES. Michael took it. Dude, Michael, you've been, honestly, the amount of messages that you guys are sending me from, like, even taking trades that, like, I'm not at my desk for, I can't see them and things like that. And you guys send me the messages like, dude, I just hit this nasty trade with the strategy. That's exactly what I want you guys being self-sufficient. And that's exactly what we're doing. The goal is being accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. Twilio's still holding. Kava, where's RKT? I don't know. I might trim a little bit of it today. Little bit. And then just leave the rest for that upside potential. We got to see what's going to happen with ES here. Like, what's going to happen with Apple at open? Is this thing going to get mollywopped or not? Our weird friend Amazon not looking bad pre-market. Amazon's a tough one to get right, man. We were talking about this yesterday. It's I wouldn't trade this thing with anything less than like 3 months of time to expiration. Like, I think, yeah, obviously, I think Amazon could go up to that 200 area, 195, 200. But I think it's going to be very choppy and volatile, and it's not going to be a clean move, which is kind of what we've seen in here. Like, on a weekly setup, it might look all right. It's a slow grind up. I would be like C- setup there. Now, if you could just get the swinging thing down, oh, you will, Michael. You will. That one you sent me, I mean, I know you were, I don't know if you saw the Swing Kings list, Michael, but the Kava was on it for you. That was one of the tickers on it. Dude, I'm so excited for today. And, we got Mastermind tonight, and this one's a big one. This Mastermind is a big one. DraftKings setting up again? Ooh, I actually haven't looked at DraftKings. We nailed it for 1,400% last week. Oh, yeah, it kind of is. It is getting there. I kind of want to wait I might give this like 2 days. Because if the EMAs can catch up to it and you can consolidate into them, that would be a nasty front run. Especially when this thing has already shown so much strength. Yeah, DraftKings is getting there. That's a good call, Michael. I haven't looked at it since I was out. Well, all right, let's be honest here. The position, the highest I saw it was up over 1,400%. But my last sale on it, when I sold the rest of the position, was at I think it was 1,150, but it could have been 1,200%. It was right around that range there. So let's see what we get. I think there's some Fed speakers today, aren't there? No, that was yesterday. Waller tomorrow. It's very slow in terms of data until Thursday. GDP, pending home sales, consumer sentiment, jobs report, and then big day Friday. But I don't think the market's open. Powell's speaking on Friday. What are they doing? What are they doing having all of these events when the market's not open? ES moving down. Uh-oh. Raphael, there you go, buddy. One and done in the pre-market. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Weird fun kickoff rule. What's the kickoff rule, Ralph? Is it like one where it's like you can't hit anybody? I think the let the boys play. I hate all these new NFL rules. I hate them. Let people hit each other. Everybody is a willing participant. You don't see in MMA, they're like, nah, sorry, man. You got to not do that anymore. No. You don't. Why are they doing this in football? Stop. It makes the games less fun and more annoying. You're like, oh, now there's a flag on you hit him when he was catching the ball. Stop. Stop. We need Coach JB back is what we need. But also, he may have committed some crimes. So I don't know what his crimes were. But if they're not bad crimes, give him Goodell's spot. And then we're good. Question. Vimeo lost 26.26% pre-market, but keeps switching between 24 plus 24. Wait, what? Hold on. Let's take a look. What's the ticker? That's wrong. Sorry. Hold on. It's I'm guessing this is earnings. No. It's I mean, this thing got hammered yesterday, but I would not touch. Why would we touch? Like, why? Like, is it a possible change for it to go up? It's possible for anything to go up. But this is Caesar. These are things that you would want to just stay away from. Like, why touch this? I used to make this example all the time. It's like there's an alligator or a crocodile with its mouth open. And like most retail traders are just like, oh my God, I want to put my head inside the alligator's mouth and hope it goes okay. And it's like, well, you probably shouldn't do that, right? You know, it's like, that's why when you guys see me and I'm on the stream and somebody brings up a ticker, like this is a good example. Like this doesn't fit any of my setup. Why would I look at it? When is the market open normally? 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So 13 minutes from now. That was a big rant from back in the day. Apple slipping. ES is trying to hold, but it's not doing very well. Just checking, willing to pass it. Yeah, I mean, again, if a stock is down 20-something%, there's probably a good reason for it. You know, like why would we? And again, same thing with the stock that's up 20-something%. Like, yes, if a stock is up a bunch, what I will do is like, no. You obviously would not try and buy it then because you're making you're literally doing one of like the 3 cardinal sins of trading. Chasing is one of them. Chasing, hoping, over risking. There's probably more out there. But what I will do on stocks that move up significantly, especially after an earnings, is just wait for consolidation. You just wait. Patience is key in this game, guys. I think we went over that a lot yesterday with the amount of patience that you need to have in the market. Having trouble with their AI. That's fine. I mean, they can have whatever news they want. If the stock is down that much and is moving with that type of volatility, it's not going to fit anything that I want. Thoughts on puts or Reddit? I'm not touching anything on it. Here's the other. We haven't talked about this yet. We haven't talked about this. So typically with IPOs, with what we've seen, which is why I wanted all you guys to be cautious with them, is within like a month and a half after, they can be a little bit volatile. But then they typically love to just sell off very aggressively. Now, what we haven't talked about yet is what happens when the option chain starts to populate. There's 2 main things. The first is probably the most important. If you're buying options on a brand new chain, that the day that they are released, you are most of the time buying directly from market makers. Now, is that something that you want to do? Do you think the market makers are going to give you a good deal on the option chain, or are they going to massively overcharge you so then they can make a bunch of money? They're going to inflate the premiums as much as they possibly can in order for them to make the most amount of money. So when new strikes are released, when new option chains are there, I also stay away because you're putting your head in the alligator's mouth and hoping it goes okay. How's ARM looking for? I think ARM is actually looking all right, but I think it's already moved. Yeah, ARM's not really setting up here. Like, imagine if you were in the market maker's position, what would you do? I would make the premiums as expensive as I possibly could to get people to still buy them because they're still going to. You see all the people in the live chat right now that are like, what about this? What about that? You're still going to buy them. And the market makers are going to make a killing. So you got to be careful with some of these things, guys. Don't I think there's a rush a lot of the time with many of the people that come in here and just kind of trading and new people coming into the market in general. I think there's a rush that should not be there. Actually, obviously it should not be there, but the only way to understand why it shouldn't be there is to fully understand what trading actually is. Which again, I try to help you guys out with a lot, but appreciate the info. No problem. Yeah, it's just like you're just saying, "Oh, I'm going to just buy something that the market makers have full control over." Pepe, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Which is not I just don't think that's smart. So, it's like saying, "Oh, are you going to buy calls on Powell?" It's like, "I don't know what's going to happen." I can have an expectation on what he's going to say, but you never know what the market reaction is going to be. When you're new, there's an excitement to chase shiny objects that will get you into trouble. Yeah, honestly, the worst thing for a new trader is not losing, it's winning. Ooh, think about that. The worst thing to happen for a new trader is to win big right away. Why is that? Just think about it. The reason is because when you're new, again, there are certain things that you may understand, there are certain things you may not, but most of the time you're not going to understand at the reasons why you're making money, and you're just going to think, "Oh my god, this is so easy," and everything you touch turns to gold. So 99% of the time the wins that you have and the amount of money that you make on those trades that you win, basically just based off of, let's say, dumb luck or chasing or things like that, end up going away over time. And then you sit back and think to yourself, what happened? And you're like, I don't know. And that's a problem. And that's why, I mean, again, that's why I teach things the way that I do, especially like break them down super slowly in those courses for you guys, just to make sure that like I want everybody to understand like the why behind everything, because it eliminates all of those risk management and emotional mistakes that new traders make. Bad trading that pays creates bad trades that don't. Yeah, exactly. We talked about this yesterday, like the definition of a winning and losing trade. I can say it again for anybody new that's filtering in, but a winning trade is not defined by whether you make or lose money. A winning trade is defined by whether or not you follow your rules, your system, your plan to an absolute T, regardless of making or losing money on the trade. A losing trade is defined but not by winning or losing or making or losing money. It's defined by whether or not you follow your plan. Like you could make 1,000% on a trade, but if you did not follow your plan, you over risked. I would say that that is a losing trade because of the type of behavior that it encourages you to do in the future. Dude, you're a book of knowledge. Thank you, Raphael. I mean, again, I think I just like think that these things are so obvious to like to successful trading, but what people do is they just say they let their emotions get involved, and it's not just with trading; it's with everything. Emotions are you can use them and kind of use them to your advantage, or they can be literally the downfall of everything you're going to do in your life. You have a bad interaction with somebody, all right, you let your emotions get the best of you, you're going to lose the situation every single time. Every time. Like and same thing with trading. You let your emotions get the best of you. Maybe you make money on that one trade and you feel good about yourself and you're like, whew, dodged a bullet there. But what happens the next time? You have that moral hazard problem because you think that now, ooh, it worked on the last time. Maybe it'll work on this time. But the next 5 times it doesn't work. And you lose not only the gains that you made on the winning trade, but you lose even more. And that's not what this is about. It's not about making money in a day, a week, a month. It's about long-term performance and exploiting the edge that you have, which I give you guys in the market on a day-to-day basis. But you cannot think that the outcome of one individual trade is what's going to dictate your performance over the long term. Can't do that. Stopping the emotional trades can be hard. It's not hard. And again, this is the key that I need you guys to understand and why I do everything that I do for you guys on the streams, in the courses, everything. Stopping your emotions and in risk management mistakes in trading is not hard. And this is what you have to understand. You always want to fall back on your system. If you are struggling with emotions, risk management in trading, it means your system is trash because your system is not well built enough to tell you to never do those things. And your system probably isn't effective enough to give you enough confidence to say, I'm fine with taking losing trades because I know what the performance is going to be over time. So the most important part of trading is having a data-driven, well thought out, back-tested system that you know what to expect over time. It is not, oh, let's just try to speak to a psychologist to fix my brain. No, 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 no. People think that that's the issue, that there's an actual problem with themselves in the market, and that's not the case. The problem is what you're trying to do in the market. And it's an easy fix. Like when I show you guys all those, like those back testing and everything in the day trading mastery course, once you see it, you're like, oh, all right, you're good to go. But yeah, guys, again, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithms over here. Let's get after it, man. Let's have a great day today, huh? Let's have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. We got that 150 like threshold if you guys want to extend the stream. If you guys are finding value in these streams too, again, share the stream, hit that like button. Again, I don't think anybody is really teaching trading like the way I do. And I think, again, the results kind of speak for themselves with all you guys hopping in there and just sharing your successes with me all the time. And again, it's a simple fix. Everybody knows what they should and should not do in the market, but it's not enough to know what you should and should not do. Your actions are the only thing that matters. So you have to make sure that what's going on in your brain is then going to be showcased in your actions when you hit the buy and sell button. What am I trading? Future stocks and options. It's cool. It's going to be fun. Oh, Ralph, I'll take a look at that. Even Charles Barkley can get lucky golfing with a crap swing from time to time. Exactly. What's up with Kava? Something happened with it? Oh, it looks great. I mean, I think this thing looks like a sleeping giant here, potentially up to these ranges up here, 72. If the market doesn't absolutely capitulate today, I mean, you could see a nice little breakout on Kava. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be this week, but I think that thing's setting up pretty nicely. So we'll see. We will see. What do we got? 3 minutes to go until market open, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here we go. Do we have any bond auctions today? That I want to know. Do we have any auctions? Let me look. What's today? 26th. 5-year note. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. They're usually at 1, so watch out around 1. We could get some volatility off of the bond auctions. ES trying to make a little move back up here into open after the poor Apple news. So I mean, 11 points on the overnight strategy here is what it's looking like. So that's not bad. That's not bad. You guys just made over $500 by knowing nothing about the market. 2-year yesterday didn't move the market. Yeah, that's strange. The 2s should have moved. I mean, unless it was just completely in line with some of the expectations, which is possible. Let's see. Yeah, any tickers you guys want to call out too that you guys see that I've missed? Again, I usually end up catching most things that are going to happen in the market, but not all. If you guys find something, let me know. All right, Kava looks interesting. What's TLT doing? It's just flat, but yields aren't really moving. This week feels slow. Yesterday was like the lowest volume day since November on the S&P 500. Very interesting. Consumer confidence in 20. I don't think we have consumer confidence, dude. I think that's tomorrow. Consumer sentiment. Oh, consumer confidence. Sorry, you're right. And consumer sentiment is Thursday. DJT is ripping. Dash, we can take a look at Dash. Dash, yep. Dash is getting there. All right, 20 seconds. FedEx was fun yesterday. More room to run. FedEx, I actually really wanted pre-earnings. The problem was it was pre-earnings. The move for the week is 0.8%. Are you talking about like what they're pricing in or? Oh, hold on. We got to adjust the camera a little bit here. Looks like I'm trading in heaven. Hold on. Hold your horses. All right, we're back. All right. Ding, ding, ding. The market. Ooh, Docu. Hello. Where's Docu? Yeah, it's got it a little there. It's got it a little. Kava's up a little. Oh, whoa. Is that just spreads? Yeah, that's just spreads. Yeah, the RKTs are up. I'm going to wait for the spreads to kind of tighten up here a little bit. GameStop? What's up with GameStop? All right, Docu's freaking moving. All right, so here's what we're going to do on Docu. We're going to do a 5-minute opening range, I think. Kava. It just ran away from us. Jimmy has earnings. Oh, I don't really care then. Spotify took off. Yeah, it did it. Oh, come on. That needed more time. Oh, come on. I mean, that was on the swing list for you guys this week. The thing is up 6% today. So, I mean, sometimes they run away from us here, but I mean, you guys can just see how nasty this Swing Kings list is. So, from here to here, and then boom. Doc, damn it, Doc, you really had to do that? Just run away from us that quick? All right, I'm going to see if I can get out a little bit of the RKTs. Those are up. They're sitting up 211% right now. I'm going to see if I can ditch a little bit of it there. They're a little spready. I want to see if they'll hit that. Will they hit this? Nope. Nope. All right. Tilray popped. Yeah, Tilray. Tilray, I needed to consolidate a lot more. Freaking Docu. That was on the watch list too, wasn't it? Docu's on the watch list too. It's just running away from me too quick. So if you caught this early this morning at like 59.28, this break, I mean, you're doing solid on it. It ran away from us too quick. Kava's up a little. Twilio's doing nothing. ES trying. Yeah, Tilray, I needed it. I need this thing to consolidate more. Like, this is just wildness right here. This needs to settle down. Then I'd be interested, but I wouldn't touch anything in here. DJT paused due to volatility. Whoa. Trump media soars 58% in first day of trading after the SPAC merger. Oh, my Lord. You just made $1,200 off Docu. I saw it yesterday and went ham. Ben Currington. That is what I like to see, ladies and gentlemen. In Masterclass, you teach how to make your own crazy, awesome watch list. I teach it to you in the course, man. I teach it to you in the course. You don't even need the mastermind for it. Ben, good work, buddy. DJT will go higher than GameStop. That type of thought process is going to end you up with zero money in the long term. You shouldn't be hunting for the next GameStop. Again, I know it sounds harsh and it sounds like I'm being an a-hole, but I'm not. I'm literally saying that type of thought process where you're trying to hit the next stock that goes up 1,000% is probably not a good investment or trading strategy. Like, yeah, so all right, so all the freaking tickers on the watch list, I mean, except for Kava. Kava hasn't gone yet. Twilio sort of going, but I believe Docu and what was the other one? Docu and MNMD stopped me out yesterday, I think. Spotify. So Spotify's another one that went ridiculously crazy to the upside. All right, let's see if the spreads have tightened up on the RKT so I can maybe ditch it a little. Yeah, I can. I can get out of a little bit there. Yeah, all right. So those are sitting up about 147%. I sold a little bit of it, nothing crazy. Let's see. FedEx trying again. Interesting. And again, oh, we are almost at 50 likes already. All right. You guys have that 150 like threshold on the stream today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys might do it. Yeah, Kava's not doing anything. Tilray market trying to come back up here. Where are the chips? How are they doing? Nvidia, AMD, Nvidia up 1.5. That's nice. How's AMD looking? Hey man, if AMD can pop up over these levels right here and consolidate, I would be very, very, very interested in a trade on it. Very interested. SYY was another one that was on the watch list for you guys. I remember that. Yeah, it's on the weekly. That's a weekly setup though, so that hasn't done anything yet. Like, you kind of have it here, but nothing crazy. How many shares did Trump own? I think he owns over 50% of the company. Something like that. And then where's RKT? I mean, this I don't really care about anymore. That's a weekly. I don't really need this. See, I think this is going to get another setup. So now that I have this alert here, I may do a re-entry for a trade up to these levels. That's kind of what I'm looking for on RKT. Like, you got the really nice pop. I was able to realize some really nice gains on the trade. Now I have a really free position for April. And if this thing wants to break out again, I mean, I'll just play. First TP would be up here, and then you target what? I don't know, 1660. After that, Kava moving up a little. Twilio, nothing. AMD trying a little here. I like that. Tesla over 180. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this today, but yeah, guys, all the courses, the day trading mastery course, the Swing Kings course, 50% off. So there's that link for that there too. If you guys are interested in hopping in and giving yourselves a fighting chance in the market, there you guys go. I mean, you guys have seen the success in the live chat already. Made your docus free at 155%. I mean, guys, that's just ridiculous. The Swing King list is unmatched. Look at this thing. Boom. Breakout over here. Crushing it, man. Crushing it, crushing it, crushing it. I love seeing you guys win. Mara having a bad day? Good. Die. I want it lower because I want it to get that move down into some of these levels so that there's more meat on the bone to the upside. Kava up 0.5%. It needs to get that break over 69.20. It could. It easily could do this today. It just needs help from the market, which I don't think it's going to get. Couldn't find Twitter. Twitter is short the VIX 1. So is TikTok. So is Instagram. Kava pushing a little. MNMD looking healthy. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the name of the game with some of those. Like, it was small risk on that thing, so it ended up getting me down in here. But it is looking for a push to the upside here, though. So, I mean, that's fine. You can stop me out there. That's true. Ooh, Kava. Here we go. Come on. Come on, buddy. We could be in for some fun on Kava. So what is the Baltimore Bridge stock? All right, we're not doing that. We're not doing this. There probably is one, but that's not. We're not going to play that game today, Brandon. All right, what's ES doing? Nothing. Mara selling. I had it drawn out for a little. I mean, the last drawing that I gave you guys on Mara was this. Down, up, flat, rip. And that was one of the dirtiest trades I've ever given you guys. Aside from the MicroStrategy, the CLSK, the coin, the Affirm, the Mara, the Coinbase, the Kava, the AMD, the Docu, the DraftKings. There's countless, man. Yeah, too soon, Brandon. Come on, buddy. Too soon there. Let's see what we got. I mean, it's almost looking like a slower week. Low volume going into a short week. Huh. I mean, yesterday was the lowest volume on the indexes since like last November. Twilio's just flatlining. Kava's flickering around. Where is RKT? Is this still doing what I think it's doing? Yep. Yeah, I think RKT is going to set up round 2 for us. Round 2 on RKT could be really fun. Because if it does it in the time to expiration that I already have this existing position on, the rest of it, those will be fun. And then I'll probably get a re-entry up here about 1447. That's what I would look for. And then how's Docu looking for you guys? Did that get up to the zone? Not yet, but that was one of the main like terror points that I had on Docu was trading this thing into this zone that it sold out of so aggressively 2 times already. So, I mean, you guys killed it. I mean, first TP, I mean, you guys have already made them free. So good for you. I was trying to get it. It's just like it was running too quick. I wanted to play the 5-minute opening range break, which I mean, you basically you'd still be in the red right now. So I'm not touching that one. Twilio on the way down. Kava back up. That one could be real fun. Uber. Why is that am I getting an alert on Uber on the down? Oh, Uber could get spicy. Guys, pay attention to Uber. Pay attention to Uber. Or pay a premium. I like that one. Yeah. All right. We might have to shut the blinds over here. It's getting bright in here this morning. Twilio doing nothing. Kava's trying to get that break over 69 here. And then you've got the 69.20 break level and then 70. That thing gets over 70. It might get spicy, which would be nice. It'd be very similar to this Kava trade that we had. I think this was like, I ended up rolling my position, remember? Because I had weeklies and then I rolled them out. So I made money, I think it was like 70% or something. Maybe that was the Ulta though. I made a decent amount of money on this here. I rolled the contracts out, ended up nailing it up here, sold the rest of it at that 1 to 5.5 risk to reward. That was great. So we're just kind of looking for that type of move again. New highs on Kava. That's nice. This thing kind of has a mind of its own too. So if that wants to get going, it could really get crazy. The Stock Whisperer. They call me the Swing King too. That is something that happens. These premiums are being annoying. DWAC News is going to be a daily thing now. How much Trump made or lost every day. Free campaign advertising. Yeah. Did you guys see the question that he asked me? He was like, what is the collateral for the bond? Cash. Cash. That was funny. If DraftKings hits 50 year, all right. I'll pull up DraftKings. No, I don't want this. Whoa, that thing ripped. See, this is why, I mean, I've been saying it too. Like, you kind of want to be trading some more shares. Like, if I'd taken the shares up here, yes, I did make over 1,000% on the options last week. But, I mean, the shares trade, you could have some free DraftKings shares here. You got in Kava early. You kept your shares in your long-term port. There you go, Dr. Bob. I mean, this thing is looking good. Not going to lie. This thing's looking good. It's got what? It's basically a triple top here. If this thing breaks above that 69.20, you could have a lot of fun on it. Tesla's up 5% right now. Oh my. Good morning, Tessie. Hello. Let's see. Kava trying to break 69 here. It's at 68.99. 94. It flashed right back down. That's going to be a tough level to break. That 69 area. It's that little range between like 69 and 69.20 that if you can get through, it'll be fun. Twilio coming down. All right, let's see. This thing, I mean, you really need it above like these levels here. It needs to consolidate a little bit more. I like this, man. If this thing can get pushing, you could have some fun. Where's the Docu? Hood 52-week high? Wow. Yeah, see, Docu does not like this zone. It comes near it, and it just did not want to go anywhere near it. Or it comes near it and didn't want to go anywhere further. So Those of you guys that are able to make it free, smart move there. Yeah, I mean, technically there's no limit, but then he would have to sell his shares, which are locked up. So I don't know. See. I don't know how like what the actual process would be to use any of those funds for campaign financing. Um, I don't know. I think his shares. I know he's locked for what 6 months. I think something like that. There goes All right, Cobb. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a 50-cent rip on Kava there. Holy jeez. See, if when that thing gets going, that was a big order coming in on Kava there. What is the volume on this thing? That was a big boy order on Kava. Whoa, baby. See, he's coming back down. But that's a big boy pop. Let's see if these buyers are able to hold that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He can borrow against them. Okay, fair. Fair point. That was a big boy move there. Yeah, target on Kava is really going to be 72.72. First one there. That was a big pop on Kava. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, it's got to hold though. I mean, that was huge. 60. It was what? It was at like 68.90 and then just immediately popped to 69.50. It came right back down, but that's interesting. Yeah, they kind of got to hold that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what happens. If that thing wants to get spicy, it can get real spicy. That was a, I mean, I don't want to say that's a glitch. It's not a glitch, but see, what are they doing now? The buyers just ripped that thing and then all of a sudden they're selling right back into it. That's kind of strange to me. ES coming down. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Ralph, I saw you say that. That was fun. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and then right back down on. What are they doing? What the hell was that? That was well. Hold on, hold on. What the? Hold on, hold on, hold on. What percentage is this? That thing just ripped a percent in a quarter, and then just tanked. That makes no sense. Whatever. The buyers are there. We'll see what they want to do. Well, that's they're playing. They're playing on the option chain on Kava. I see what they're doing. They're playing around over here. Opinion on XLV. Let me take a look. What's XLV? It's got to be an ETF, right? Healthcare. I kind of like that one. There's another one that I like. Ralph, what was it? XLU? This one? This one I have an alert on. I like this. I actually really like this one. Hold on. Let me look at something quick. Is it 23? Wow, that's tight. That's tight. I do like this though. Utilities. Is there a 3 times levered one? Hold on. Is there a 3x levered XLU? Because it's going to be doing the same thing here. Utilities bolt. Yeah, what is it? UTSL. This one. That I like a lot better. Yeah, that I like a lot better. Let's see. I don't hate this. Kava just being a disappointment to its bloodline. I'm just trying to figure out. There's almost not enough meat on the bone. You know? There's almost not enough meat on that bone. Hold on. Because I was thinking shares, but you could do options. Yeah, VRTX? Vertex? That one has that look to it too. Kava, mind of its own here. That's big volume, though, that just came in to whack that thing down. I wonder what the premiums are like on this thing. It's probably terrible. That's the problem. That's why I was thinking about shares instead of... The risk is so tight, too. Like, you could take a really, really tiny risk trade up. Like, you would literally be able to have, like... It would look like this. Like, let's say you did this. Like, your risk to reward on this thing is freaking what? 1 to 10? If you were to target that upside level at 66? The premiums actually are not that bad. The volume's terrible. The open interest is big. Huh. You're in XLU? Nice, Bob. Yeah, I just... it's making me think. Dude, Kava, what are you doing? That's $1 drop from the highs. That's crazy. Where's RKT? How's that looking? No, this is setting up again. RKT is just building us our round 2. Which, if PCE is low, RKT is probably going to go nuts because it's going to signal potentially rate cuts happening sooner. NEE, yeah, that was another one we've looked at. Yeah, this one. We've looked at this one before. I don't hate it. I just... Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to... Like, XLU has my attention here. NEE mounting the 200 EMA. Okay. Twilio is getting there. I almost want to throw in a... This thing needs a couple more days. This we can delete. Kava, what are you doing? Are you trying to play games today? Consumer confidence in 8 minutes. Sentiment, I believe. No, it's... Okay, confidence is today. Sentiment is Thursday. Yeah, have fun trying to day trade this nonsense right here. You're literally just chopping around, doing absolutely nothing. Kava lower. That's interesting, man. All right, let's see. Mounting that 200. Yeah, let's see what the crypto positions are doing. Probably coming down. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I haven't done anything on the XLU yet. I really would like to see it, but like I want it to trigger my level or my alert to really do anything. Kava, what are you doing? Look at this thing. ARM is better in shares. The option chain has weird behavior. Yeah, remember when we traded ARM and the stock was going down and our calls went up? And I was like, yeah, I'm out. I was like, what did I make on that? Like 70-something%. I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this game. Like the trade looked good. And then for some reason, the option chain got so jacked that like it was like the premiums were going up as everybody was flying in, but the stock was going down. So I said, give me my money. I'm done. Kava is being weird. That's fine. I mean, that's just kind of failing right here, which is not what you want to see. I love this here, though. I love how RKT looks. Kava can do that, though. Like, it moves around very strangely with a mind of its own. ES is now starting to slip. What's the range here? 72 to what? That's a little tight. What else do we have? I mean, Spot was on the watch list. Dart, does anybody... Whoa! This market's behaving very strangely. This market is behaving very strangely right now. Nothing's following through. It could just be you know what it is? It's probably the low volume nonsense because it's a short week. That's probably what this is. Spotify, big pop, getting annihilated. Kava tried it, came right back down. ES is, look at this. It's doing absolutely nothing. So with what we saw yesterday with the lowest volume since November and then coming into today, I would almost say, all right, almost take the rest of the week off. You guys made the docus free. 2-point range on ES stuff. Yeah, it's nothing. There's literally nothing happening. Oh, are you talking about the risk on it? Or are you talking about what we've been in? Where did Docu end up going? Did that do the same thing? Nah, Docu's still holding nicely there for you guys. Yeah, risk. That's fine. I mean, data in 5 minutes. Yep. Well, options are going to be inherently more volatile. It's just the spreads can get you sometimes. If they get spready, they're going to move weird, which Kava likes to do until it doesn't. When you start to get closer and like you actually get some of those bigger moves in your direction on Kava, they go really quick. Kava see right back up. I don't know. I've got a little bit of it, nothing crazy. I actually, if we come back up, I may snag shares. If we come back up to that 69.20, I may take a share position. You're calling top on Tesla. Ooh, that's spicy. Docu coming back up 2.5%. There you guys go. Did you guys get the front run on this? Oh, dude, perfect. You got the perfect front run on Docu. So those of you guys that have been in the mastermind with us, I mean, that's textbook right there. That's textbook front run. There you guys go. ES is doing literally nothing. Where's our... Oh, I banned him. But, like, where's our boy that's like, take a trade? It's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Friggin' scalp half a point? No. Let's see. Premiums are kind of crazy on Kava. You think shares is a much safer play? I agree. I agree with you. I think shares are definitely... It's moving with some very interesting volatility here. Very interesting volatility on Kava. Ripped up to 69.50, came down to basically 68, is back up to 68.60, and it's just whipping. Liking ARTKT. I really do like this thing. If we can have the EMAs catch up, oh man, that's... I mean, I'm not going to front run it because I'm already in, and I have a little bit of that left, but that's going to be a really good sign if it can hold up here and then continue much higher. Because then if you get this break of this 14.50, first target's going to be right around 15.18. I don't know if that's going to be enough for anything crazy on the option chain, but shares, I mean, that could be a spot where maybe you don't take profits, but you just move stops to break even and then target, let's say, I don't know, 16 something. That could be something that we look at. Am I going to unban him? Probably not. I mean, I don't think he said one like comment that would signal to me that he has an IQ above 40. So if he had made one, I would have, but ES not doing anything here. Docu is looking great for you guys. There you go. I wish I was quicker on that one this morning. Ooh. Kind of like this. This one is interesting. It's just a little bit whippy. It's tightened up here, though. It has tightened up. How's the weekly look? It's going to look wild with the earnings nonsense, but... Yeah, that I don't hate. That I don't hate. It's not textbook at all, but I probably won't take it. But that one is not the worst thing in the world. post earnings move. I mean, this was kind of weird. It was like big drop, big pop, sold off. Just, I mean, again, you guys know how I feel about trend lines, but you do have one that it's coming up and approaching. Scroll has an IQ of 41. I don't think so. I don't even know what mine is, but it's probably up there. It's probably up there with, I don't know. ES moving a little. Kava hanging around 68.50. I mean, that's not bad. I would have liked it to hold at 69.60, but it's interesting because you guys saw that volume and that buying pressure come in out of literally nowhere. It was just all of a sudden Kava went from 68.90 to 69.60. Just boom. So I think there's some interested buyers there. It's just those sellers, they just didn't continue buying. That literally signals to me that was one buyer filling an order. And then the sellers came in and were just like short, 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 short. Also, the other thing that's interesting right now is MicroStrategy. And I think we should talk about this. MicroStrategy right now is trading at, I don't know what the premium is, but they are trading at a significant premium to Bitcoin right now. And I saw a company yesterday, and this is interesting. It was an OTC nonsense penny stock. Their website looks like it's stuck in 1990, and somehow they're offering Class C preferred shares, which I believe are supposed to pay a dividend, in order to buy another company that is then going to become a subsidiary of, it was an NILM, I think it was. And it's going to have 1.7 billion of Bitcoin, and their market cap is currently 900 million. That's an interesting, they're trying to pull a sailor here. Consumer confidence slightly lower. Well, I mean, yeah, you can see that little reaction off there. Kava not reacting. Let's see. Where's my water? Aren't they a gold miner? They are. And they're getting into digital gold now, which is interesting. And I don't even think they're mining Bitcoin. They're just going to hold it, which is weird. Dude, I can't even. What is going on with this thing today? I just saw it at like 68.30 and it just popped right back to 68.50. Is this thing just like, there's no volume on it? See, it just keeps flashing. Very strange. That's not a slight miss. I haven't even seen the data. Let me look. Guys, all right. Do not email me, or do not send the Short the VIX 1 account your email. If you want to be on the Swing Kings list, all you got to do is follow at STV Swing Kings, and request to follow that account and send that account a DM with your email so I can confirm that you're actually in the courses, to be able to get the Swing King list on Twitter and not just email. There's literally nothing I can do if you send me your DM or an email on the my actual main Twitter. But hold on, let me take a look at this this data real quick. Oh no, that's a big miss. That's a big miss. Forecast 107 and it's at 104.7. Yeah, that's low. Oh wow, the new kickoff thing looks interesting. Doing what AMD did with the gold mining crap. Yeah. Where is AMD right now? Needs to shift trend in order to get me Kava right back down to 68. Let's see. I'm going to hold that. Again, it's a small position. No reason to cut it. Housing market is filled with buyers and sellers, so confidence down makes sense. Yeah, here's the other thing I was thinking about last night, which I think is really interesting. I know, like, most of you guys are like, oh my God, talk about trading. No. This other stuff is really important to your understanding of the market as well. What happens when, like, the parents of my generation start to pass away? If you think about the wealth that is concentrated in that group, in homes and asset prices and things like that, there's going to be a massive transfer of wealth. So the thing that I'm thinking about is, well, one, if there's there's stepped up basis on some of those things, but a lot of those kids are not going to be able to afford like property taxes, and all of the other different fixed and variable costs of owning a home. So that's just housing. I'm not asset prices. I mean, you'll get the stepped up basis, but um, the problem is if you see the economy, and this is the way I'm thinking about it, if you see the economy in the position that it is now, where lots of things are incredibly expensive, and you start not handing, but like a lot of this wealth starts to get passed down to the younger generations. Well, if they have the wealth, they're probably not going to have as like a set up financial plan or literacy to be able to take out loans against their assets and manage those loans. So what are they going to do in order to make sure that their quality of life gets up to where they want it to be? Well, they'll sell their assets. So you could almost just see a bunch of like that could be when the housing the prices come down, because all of these, like, let's say it's my generation, like my age, let's say it's 24 to let's say 40. Yeah, it depends on the trot, things like that. Yeah, obviously. I'm just talking about like people who don't have that set up, because not everybody does. Because yeah, obviously in a trust, it's going to be like they're going to have certain things that they can and cannot do, like in like, but I'm talking about the people that don't have things like that set up. 24 to 35. Yeah, I was thinking 35, but I think 40 kind of encapsulates it a little bit more. Thinking of dropping price in the housing market. I think that could be a catalyst for dropping everything. Rumble's crossing 806. Rumble's got some Hey, Rumble. Hey, bud. That is already happening in Spain. What's the effect of it? Have you seen like lots of supply and everything? Like I would say 40 would make more sense, because like the age of like a parent, it'll vary. But like what happens then? Like think about that. BlackRock will eat up all the surplus. Yeah, I mean you're probably right. You're probably right. Unless they lose all their money gambling on meme coins. Then they can't do that, you know? Oh, guys, you guys are slacking hard on the like button today. I don't think we're going to be able to get up to that 150 like threshold. I don't know what it's been with you guys lately. Like, you guys have just been slacking on it. Maybe it's the new people that don't get it. But Kava back to 68.30. A lot of buyers on Kava at 68, a lot of sellers at 69.60. So let's see who's going to win. Let's see who's going to win. Where's ES here? Absolutely doing nothing. Twilio, nothing. Hava, nothing. Rumble is kind of interesting. Where's that XLU we were talking about earlier? No, came right back down. We live worse than our parents, can't afford a home, and some families survive on help from parents' pension. No, the average I think is the average is over at like $1,500 a month. On average, what families are doing to support, let's say, children and not children, but like young adults in like my age group. And I think I probably have a really good insight to this, and I have a lot of other things that we could talk about here too, but, like, one, I am this age, and I interact with other people of all different, like, it's not like I just hang around with people that are in the like, that are doing what I'm doing. Like, everybody had like, most of the people that I know have, even solid jobs, like, very solid jobs. But, like, I had a lot of my friends, like, at one point, I think it was, like, a year and a half ago, that they just, like, people were getting laid off, and some of the people that I like, okay, one of my think about it like this. The job market is so difficult right now for people in my age, and I think this doesn't get talked about a lot, that one of my buddies worked at the White House, owns a bunch of real estate, was an absolute killer at this firm that he was at, got laid off, or not really, like the company was kind of going down. But once he left, he was trying to find jobs and he couldn't get one. Do you know what he's doing now? He's going to go to an Ivy League school. For like, you got to think about it like that. Like, though, even those people out there that are just like top tier are still having issues too. It's not his fault. I'd hire him. Like, I've been talking to him. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna say this, but I was like, dude, like, what are we doing here? I'm like, they'd have to be insane not to select this person and pick somebody else. But what they're doing is this is what they're doing in the job market. They're selecting people that are overqualified for positions and they're paying them less. So the problem is that if you're not overqualified and you haven't had enough experience, well, if you go down the totem pole, there is no position for you. Because if they're taking people that would normally be like, let's say in finance, like associates and things like that, they're giving them like lower either salaries and maybe even a lower spot. So maybe you would be a VP, but now they're only giving you an associate spot. But if you're looking to be like an analyst, and let's say it's IB, investment banking, well, it's like, okay, well, if you want more experience for this, kids are coming out of college. How are they going to have that? RKT slipped 14. I mean, that's fine. I already scaled out of it. It's still just going to consolidate. What's the market doing here? The market's actually turning up a little, and Kava's not doing anything. Bonds aren't moving today. You do have that 5-year auction though. That would be interesting. But like, it's a weird environment right now, especially for like there's a lot of different implications of this too that are really bad. And like, yeah, Eddie, like my friends are no dum-dums. Like these are smart kids and they're really good at what they do. Like here's the other problem that ends up happening is you can think about it from like a societal perspective. If people don't feel secure in either their job or what they're able to accomplish, you don't have like the family structure that you probably need in order to have society continue in a positive direction. Like people get married late. There's a lot of different effects that you have to think about. Like if you look at the broad economy as a whole, that are not positive. Yeah, exactly. So it's very strange. And I don't, you would expect if rates come down for things to open up a little bit more. But I mean, again, if Powell is expecting the unemployment rate to go from 3.9 to 4.5, lots of work in the trades. True. These candles on MNQ. I don't understand why anybody in their right mind would be trying to trade this right now. To me, that's insane. There's nothing happening here. This doesn't follow any of the strategies that I teach you guys in the courses. Yeah, I think this week is really looking to be a snooze week. Agreed. I have an engineering degree from a good school and it's done nothing for your job prospects. Yeah, it's you see it over and over and over. And I know Arvin's a really smart dude. Overqualified so that you leave. That I think is one of the problems that my buddy was running into as well. The one that's he's just gonna go get I don't think it's an MBA, but he's gonna get like a master's somewhere. Ivy, like he's already gotten in. So it's very strange because like you can't just think about the actual main effects of what's happening. You have to think about the ancillary effects on what actually happens when certain things in the economy happen. Like you guys remember the scene in The Big Short where it's like this. You guys remember the scene in The Big Short where they're walking around in the casino and the guys from like I think it was like Brownfield Capital is what they called it in the movie are like excited. And then whatchamacallit, Brad Pitt is like, what are you dancing for? Like every 1% unemployment goes up, 40,000 people die or something like that. It's like, those are the effects that you have to think about. And it's almost like it's a problem because like when we know all of these things, we know what's about to happen next. And I've tried to explain this to you guys many times about the inflation problem and what is going to happen if the Fed lets long run inflation stay at 3%. It is not good. Mild inflation is healthy. Because what are the ancillary effects of high inflation? All the people that own assets make so much more money. Everybody that can't own assets really, really, really struggles. What does that do for society as a whole? Nothing good. People can't, again, just thinking about the economy, people can't pay for things. People can't do this. You start to see there's so many different effects that you have to account for. The Fed is playing a dangerous game. Very dangerous game. What do I think about CHKP? All right, let's take a look at that. CHKP. What's this? I actually don't hate this. Good call here. Santiago, thanks for coming to live chat, buddy. I think that's the first time I've seen you in here. I could be wrong. But yeah, I don't hate this. If this thing can consolidate a little bit more, are we catching up here? It's not all right. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Checkpoint software. How's this thing behaved over? Ooh, this thing's been on a ripper. See, I'd like for it to look more like that type of consolidation. You break and you go. It could do it here though. Middle class. Well, it's not. It's sort of the people who have the ability, who have managed the money that they are making well, are going to move from, let's say, middle to like the upper area, and the people that have not are going to really struggle. Bloomberg had a guest on this morning, talking about how bad it would be if the Fed cuts before we below 2% inflation. The results are ugly. It is, and I think people just don't understand. They just don't get it. Like, and the problem is you're gonna hear all of these other people come out and say, "Oh no, this, oh no, that," and they just have no reasoning behind what they're saying. It's just like the TV told me to say this, and it's like, all right, here we go. Feudalism. I wouldn't say feudalism. It's not really what we're doing. It's more so a um if you think about the market, it's been nationalized basically since like '08. So it's on the side of, let's, I'm not going to say the word, but it begins with a C or an S, but it's modified. It's kind of like the system that China has, but not really. It's not as aggressive. You read once that a true indicator of a proper democratic economy is how the middle class is doing. When you think about it, yeah, 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 it's very strange. Hopefully, you guys are learning some stuff here. I mean, again, the market's a little slow. Yeah, I mean, this thing has still got some. I think this thing still has potential. It's not like it's coming down breaking these lows here. I mean, if it breaks like 67, 60, then that's going to be an invalidation here. But other than that, I think this thing is still fine. Can I ask if I lost a lot of money when I started trading? I actually had the worst thing possible to happen as a new trader. I made a bunch of money, then lost it. But that is why I'm here. That's why I craft the strategies in the way that I do for you guys. Like the day trading mastery course with like 15 winning months in a row, like the simplest, easiest strategy to learn. It's built to like just completely eliminate all the risk management and psychological mistakes that new traders make. The Swing Kings course, again, I know it's a little bit more like a little discretionary, but when you look at it as a whole, I mean, again, I'm sending you guys to watch this every single week. I know you guys all nailed the docu. If you had front run the Spotify, you made a boatload of money this morning. I know what's his name made like $1,500 on this DocuSign move today. That's awesome. And again, those are 50% off. So if you guys are interested in that, they're buy one, get one free, linked at the top of the live chat. So, but I can throw the link in here for you guys too. Market today is boring. Yeah, it is boring. I mean, when the markets get boring like this, we like to talk a lot about like it's just the economy, what the Fed is doing, which we do a lot of anyway. Took 300% on Tesla today and you're out from yesterday? There you go. Can I look at Dell? Cameron, of course I can. Of course I can. So, yeah. So the thing on Dell is this really only had 3 days of consolidation for me. I mean, if you're in the mastermind, that's not a bad spot to drill it, the break and retest to this EMA here. It is a little bit more risky, but hey, that's fine. I mean, that thing is looking pretty good. Ideally, I'd love this for this thing to be an A+ setup. I want it to look like this. RKT and Mara are just such great examples of this. Right now, RKT is setting up round 2. I was in RKT. I was actually a little late on Powell Day, so I actually got in around here, 1310. Made that free, scaled out a little bit more today, just because I think we're going to get round 2 on this thing, or it has the potential to set up round 2, so I might as well take a little bit off the table and then wait for this thing to break above the 1447 and then carry this thing higher. Again, that position that I have has I mean, it's not that much time to expiration, but it is a little bit. So if it wants to break there, I'll have a position for it. I'll be able to re-enter. I might take it with shares. I might take it with options. I don't really know yet. But this is a perfect one. That's another great one right there. This is kind of the trade that I was looking for. I wish I was able to get this one at like 1269. That would have been epic. But again, you can't nail the perfect entry every single time. Uber does look interesting. Uber has my attention. We've had some really great trades on Uber. I mean, this one was nasty. I believe this one was 450% on Uber because this was right around the same time that I had the Tesla puts to hedge against. I think it was like CPI. So I had this long position on Uber, but I didn't really want to leave it there unhedged. Tesla's chart was looking really weak at this time. Ended up taking a nice little put position there. The Tesla contracts went up 400%. So did the Uber. So that was kind of ideal hedging there. You are awesome. Thank you. Cameron, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You've been all right, Romeo. All right. All right, buddy. Let's keep it in the zoo. I like that because where I live, you literally can't debate economy stuff with people. It just turns to fast politics stuff. Dude, it's terrible. You talk politics with anybody, and they just like the problem is that nobody I treat any time that I'm talking about politics with somebody as like a and I this is a really bad thing that I do. And it's just the way I do it because I'm not emotionally invested because I don't care. Um, the thing is that somebody will make an argument and I will literally make their argument for them. Like I'll say, "Why didn't you say this?" Like we're talking about some issue, I'll make my argument and then they'll make theirs, and I'll be like, "All right, that's all right, but like then here's the reason why that's not true. But why didn't you say this reason for why you could then counteract my point?" Which really pisses people off because then they can't use. There's no way for them to use their like emotions to like get me because it's just like I can make your argument too. You got to be well rounded. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to live in my echo chamber." Same thing with like this is really really important especially for like trading and finance. If you have a big bias in the market and all you follow is doom and gloom accounts, you're going to lose all your money because everybody's going to say things are coming down, you buy puts and you lose. No, I like hearing why people think what they do and the reasonings why. I don't care what people's opinions are unless they're like really crazy. And I'm like, all right, you probably shouldn't think that way. Here's why. Look at this chop fest on ES today. Below 5,300 can inverse it and use 5,300 as a. Are you just talking about? Oh, I didn't see that. Did you send me another one? Let's see. It has to do with EMAs, right? Yeah, but you can't like the whole strategy is based on a long running market trend that the vast majority of gains in the indexes come in the overnight trading session. So adding levels into that, I mean, it might help, but then you'd also have to say, okay, then you'd have to find the level from every point in the past, which makes the testing a lot harder when the already existing testing is like really solid. It's like trying to do too much with it. Like simple is better. Simple is always better. And that's the simplest one in the world. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend you do. SQ looking at you. Cameron coming in. I know SQ's looking good, buddy. Dude, where have you been? Well, all right. It's looking less good, but this here was pretty solid. But Cameron, you are on the right track, pal. There you go. Kava literally doing nothing. This might have a lower volume day today than it did yesterday. What about ES? I mean, it's really early still. You might. You actually might. Yeah, if we actually trade in like another chop fest day, I want a day trade, man. They're not giving me anything. Yesterday, at the end of the day, there was that nasty day trading mastery course one, that strategy from there. But I mean, that was a good one. That was a good one. But people say you're weird because you read a lot of media that can be the opposite of some of your beliefs. I just think it's trying to have a global view. I think it's smart to do that because if you never look at what the other side thinks, you're always just going to think they're bad or dumb. Which, in general, remember, like if you think about the law of large numbers, yes, like you got to though. I'd rather listen to like somebody that can craft a very intelligent point that's on the opposite side of what I think to then. Here's an interesting one that I heard the other day. I don't even know where I can say it. YouTube's probably going to get mad at me. I don't know why they would though, because it kind of goes towards what YouTube would like. I don't know. We're gonna leave that in the zoo. RKT just hanging around 14. I'm excited about this one. This one I really like. Back from vacation. What's up, Mo? How you doing, buddy? Happy Monday. It's Tuesday, pal. I don't know what time zone that you were in. That it's a different day for you, but hey, man. Let's see. You know what? You know what? Since I love you guys and we're having fun today, we'll extend the stream till 11. How about that? You guys like that? You guys want to do that? We're having fun today. We're having fun. Let's let the stream go a little. We'll let it rip because maybe for the rest of the week we'll do. How about this? How about this? We'll do a little trade off here. I can't stream Monday because I'll be traveling. So we'll extend the streams this week until 11 just to make up for it a little bit. You've been silently watching me for the past 3 years. You've helped me a lot. My portfolio is up 20% so far this year. I've chilled out on the scalping and started listening to me. Cameron, appreciate you, buddy. That's awesome. That is awesome, team. Yeah. So we'll keep the live going. So, well, it's only today, tomorrow, and Thursday because I think the market's closed Friday. Maybe we do that every day. Maybe we just do streams till 11 every day. Might as well. I mean, some days I get tired and I'm like, all right, it's time to go. But today I'm feeling good. PayPal. RKT selling off. See, nothing just looks clean. The only thing that looks clean is RKT. Your alerts this week were key. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I mean, Docu, that one was a really good one. I was not able to get it. It was moving too quick at open. And I typically don't like to just like fly into things if they break levels at open. But he's getting ready to abandon us for one day. First week of the new gig and the Swing King list is making my port work while I am. Pepe, there you go. Yeah, guys. Again, those of you guys that haven't hopped in yet, the link to get the 50% off is at the top of the live chat. You get the Day Trading Mastery course and the Swing Kings course. Buy one, get one free, or you can view it as 50% off. You got Docu yesterday. Oh, you must be happy today. You must be happy today. And Hal, is this what you're looking at there? Right there? I wish I saw that. I should just leave these up now. I mean, I don't really need them all the time, but when we're looking for new tickers, I got to pull them up more. See, this is one of the reasons why like Kava might need a little bit more time. Because remember the last trade that we took on it? Bink. So it might need a little bit more consolidation time. Who knows, though? Who knows? Exactly what you saw. Ben, I love when you guys take the things that I say and then you come back in the live chat. And that was literally one mastermind session. You guys come back and you're like, oh, I just made $1,500. Like, that's awesome, man. I love that. Did I happen to do anything with DWAP? No, I didn't. But that thing, I mean, I don't think we've looked at it here today. How's it doing? Why is it not on TradingView? Oh, here it is. 41%. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Yeah, Kava not doing anything. Yeah, DJT ripping. And Docu came back down. Kava being a little bit of an a-hole. I mean, nice consolidation. It's so close. That move this morning that we saw on Kava where it started to just go boom. I was like, woo, hello. But then they aggressively pushed it back down, which is interesting. So, all right, I got to go to the bathroom for 2 seconds, team. Give me a minute, everybody. I want to see the like button over 100. You guys are slacking really hard. Oh, I'll also throw the link to the 50% off deal on the courses here for you guys too, for those of you guys that are interested. So you guys go there. I will be right back. Hi. Oh, ES slip. Kava's slipping now too. Let's see. Let's see. All right. ES, little slip. Let's see what we got. Docu's moving nice. Is there anything like I think the only thing that actually has my attention is RKT, but if it loses big time, then I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait for it to get the break. The break actually might consolidate in here, 1425, but then you've got this level you got to deal with 1447. Kava finally lost 68 there. Let's see if those buyers come back. It was that 68 to 69.60 range that we were bouncing around in. DraftKings could be a day trade. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not gonna be doing that. You gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, man. All right, let's see. This thing can go away. What else is there? Like, where's like Roblox? I haven't traded Roblox in so long. Like this thing, yeah, that's why, because it's been in the, you know what? Firm. Ooh. 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 Hi, Firm. You want to play again? This was the dirtiest setup ever on a Firm. Huh. All right. All right, a Firm. You want to play? I'll play. You want to get a little spicy this week? I'll play. Do. I gave you a synthetic like because of all the slackers. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, you guys are slacking. I don't know if we're ever going to get to that like threshold again. Next week, I mean, we're not going to be, if the streams are going to be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll be back Tuesday, though. So, no, normal mastermind schedule this week, 6 p.m. tonight, 6 p.m. tomorrow. We've got a really good mastermind slate for you guys. I haven't changed the price on it to give it to, what do you call it? Give you guys the new increased price. So though, all right, I do have the mastermind link, but I don't think I'm going to give it to you. Sorry. It's still at the same existing price. So if you find it and hop in, I mean, I can't do anything about that, but the prices have to go up. I have to do that too. Jeez. Kava back up. Where's ES? Nothing. What the heck is that? Hold on. Dude, where? Dude, Kava's just got a mind of its own. Where's ES? It's just so slow today. There's nothing. There's just nothing. I do think that a firm could have some juice, though. That's a risky one, though. I would size that one way down. You'll be live with me tonight. I'm all caught up. Awesome, Mo. There you go. I wonder how many new traders are trying to pass their evos this week and getting murdered. All of them. All of them. Hopefully not, but hopefully they've been listening to the streams and said, hey, less trades, more profits, data-driven strategies, and you'll be fine. But I don't think that's what most of them have done. NVIDIA's melting. Nancy, where are you at? Nancy is melting. Where's AMD? Same deal here too. Down $1.40. Kava back down to 68. Oh. Oh. Huh. You have my attention, Affirm. Really low volume. That I actually don't hate. All right. Let's see what happens here. That's interesting. That has my attention. It's not great, but it's not bad. It kind of reminds me of Docu, but not really, like it's almost like Docu, but it's not because Docu was already in a nice little uptrend. Affirm is kind of like, meh. But like this thing, if it wants to get going, it can have days like 11%. Well, that was on Powell, but SQ is better. I would almost, in terms of the overall structure, yes. But I think for the actual, like the structure of how it's moving, yes. In terms of the setup, Affirm actually looks better. What is helping you decide on this trade? The EMA, the consolidation, kind of where it is. You already got that really big pop off of Powell. You kind of popped up consolidated. That's usually what I would like to look for. We'll see what happens. If you can flash over yesterday's high, that would be interesting. Where's Alex? Vix is doing a thing? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. All right. Kava's back to being flat. All right. And then yeah, it goes. Like obviously, I can't describe like the whole in depth. There it is. The whole in depth like breakdown of the strategy. But again, the courses explain everything. It hit there, 37.42, so it broke that high. Let's see. All right. Kava making a little move. He's in game stream. Dude, that dude was crazy. I was like, what is he doing? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, here goes Affirm a little. Here she goes a little. I heard some of the last few times VIX was this low, there was a flash crash like 2008. 2008 wasn't a flash crash. The flash crash was what? 2015, I think the flash crash was. I think that's when the actual flash crash was. It wasn't that was the one with Navinder, I think his name was. Is he actually? Oh, that's terrible. So the flash crash was that guy that was basically like he knew, but he like didn't know that he was basically spoofing. So he was creating a bunch of like phantom orders in the order book. And when he went to dinner, all those orders went away, and then the market went, oops, done. 2020 was a hell of a flash. Oh, it was 2010. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was an interesting one because it wasn't like a that was quick. It was just bing, bang, boom, in, out, done. Right back up. Where's Bitcoin right now? It was ripping and then it just got. This would be interesting if Bitcoin consolidated the rest of the week. Because if that happened, then you break the range. Oh, you're definitely going to target all-time highs and further than that. Affirm. You might have the sauce here, pal. You might have a little juice here, buddy. Not literal flash crash. No, I know what you're saying, but like a significant pullback. When am I dropping another post on Feet Finder? Well, I don't have a Feet Finder account, so whoever that was, those aren't my feet. So just gonna put that out there for you. Oops. So slow today. Ooh, 7 likes away from 100. Thank you, team. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think Affirm's got some interesting potential there, especially if the other setups like SQ can get going and PayPal can get going here, like which it kind of is trying to, but we'll see. We will see. We've got our alerts. We'll see what happens with it. Alrighty, what do we got? TLT flashing. Yeah, the TLT's not doing anything. Let's see. Twilio coming right back down. Affirm moving back down a little. Nothing crazy. Where's the market? See, this is just silly. Like, why even bother with this? This is crazy. How does one get on the swing list? You have to be in the Swing Kings course. Which again, if you want the day trading mastery course and the Swing Kings course, they're 50% off. Again, I'm never gonna try. If you guys are like, oh, I really want to learn and I want both of them, you get 2 for the price of 1. But if you're already in there, it's sent through email and on the STV Swing Kings Twitter account every weekend. So all you have to do is follow that account, not my main Twitter, because there's nothing I can do for you there, but follow the @STV Swing Kings account, request to follow it, shoot it to DM with your email so I can confirm that you're actually in there. And then I'll accept your request. And then you're on there and you'll never miss another watch list again. Affirm right back down. Twilio getting hammered. It's like Groundhog Day today. Yeah, it feels like yesterday with literally nothing going on. Which is kind of nuts, man. Kava's still holding, which is kind of crazy. I'm very surprised at that sell-off after that pop to 69.60. Very surprised. Thank you. No problem. No problem. Did spot ever come back, or did that thing just pop, lock, and drop? No, little pop, lock, and drop. If you guys front ran this yesterday, oh my god, oh my lord. Dow is looking like the index to trade of the day. If you all knew when to sell premium, you could be banking with less effort. I got some stuff for you guys coming in the mastermind. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Market's coming back up a little. How much time? We got basically like a minute and a half left on this 15-minute candle. So, what? Oh, that's why. The slowness of today is just ridiculous. Oh, hey, Kava. You going to just get like a little pop and then shark right back down again? Not only knowing how, but knowing when. Correct. Correct. I like how it's behaving here. I mean, that's fine. It can chop around above these EMAs and continue to consolidate. That's fine. All right. We got 30 seconds left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see what this wants to do. I mean, that's kind of interesting, but it's not at the end of a trend, so we can't touch that. We do have that bond auction at 1, which could get interesting. That could get interesting. But I don't think it's going to be like that crazy, especially today with like no volume anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, new 15-minute candles. Let's see what they want to do. It's literally just trapped in these zones doing nothing. So, all right, guys. I mean, there's nothing really left to do here today. So we extended the stream for a little bit. I think we're going to be wrapping it up here. So again, for those of you guys that still are interested in hopping into those educational courses, I'll throw the link to it here one last time for you. But I think that's really going to be it for today. Don't do anything crazy. It looks like it's going to be a very, very, very slow week. Nothing crazy until PCE on Friday, which then the market's not even open. So, team, I'll see all you guys in the mastermind tonight. That's going to be a really, really, really awesome one. And then for all of you guys that are new, we'll be back live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So, team, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way out, I will see you guys later.